Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the work. It's a working podcast. Pardon our mess, but it's a working podcast. My name is KP.
I'm Sharissa.
Yeah, and you are watching with us. If you are here, you're watching live on twitch.tv / Queephog Games. You could also be watching on Facebook. We have our VODs, of course, on youtube.com / user / Valor07. And also every Tuesday on Spotify, just search podcast under Square Mile City. How are you doing today, Sharissa?
Pretty good. Missing one
I
person,
know I'm
but
missing one. Sophie is actually doing midterms, and we wish her the best of luck, but also study, because luck will only get you so far. Speaking from experience,
very true.
have you ever walked into a midterm and you're just like, I'm
No.
totally not ready? You never?
Oh well. Yeah, I've walked in a midterm not ready, but I've never walked into a midterm not studying at all.
Okay.
Like at least I study a little bit. But
Yes. I've absolutely walked into a midterm, looked at the midterm, and I'm like, that's not what I studied at all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then luckily, um, because of how the American educational system works, everyone gets graded on a curve, and I find out just how many other people also walked into that midterm not knowing what they were doing.
it's kind of
So
sad, really.
it's a little
I feel like they
sad,
should
but
make the test easier because if
um,
people are, I don't know, if the average is already a D and that brings everyone up to a C, it's kind of like
if an average is a D and everyone like got a B, that's like, oh, that's really, really, really bad. That being said, just a couple of shout outs, of course, to our community right now. Shout outs to Kingpin, Husky Boy, and the rest of the people that are on here live. If you are watching live, of course, as always, you can ask questions live with us, and we will answer them throughout the podcast. But Yeah. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're more or less gonna be continuing on the whole question list. Unfortunately, we don't have face questions, but I have questions of my own. And I'm getting it from
wow.
this.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know, and I'm getting it from this. Okay, and I'm gonna make this awkward because this is the way I make. This is, so this is the way I do things. But the questions are coming from Pawnly.com, and it's a list that they
Which
created
is
called the 70 questions to ask your crush. So.
interesting. Interesting. Okay. All
And
right.
I'm just wondering how we would respond if our crush asked these questions. Well, actually, I just want to respond like just regularly, but I just like how the list is very awkward because it's to ask your crush. Although, like, this is a really
Awkwardness
interesting.
is your like
Oh, that's my
that's
brand.
the thing.
That's my brand. My brand is awkward. My entire brand is awkward. Speaking of awkward, so what happened to me this week is I got a new viewer. I'm not gonna name him because I don't want to shame him or nothing. In fact, actually, he gave me a really good idea for merch, which is the awkward part. But apparently, like when I was doing an Animal Crossing stream, like it was getting kind of hot in the room, and then one of my viewers said, "Hey, you should, like if you have a sando, you should put it on if it's hot." I was like, "Oh, that's a good idea," and I had one. Immediately after I put one on, there comes this streamer this viewer, and he's like, "Hater daddy," and I'm like, "What the heck is going on?" I'm like, "What is going on?" I'm like, and he just kept making all these comments about like, "Hey there, I love it." I'm like, what's going on? But then like it got to a point like every time
You
I
should
put
have
the
been like,
sando on.
thanks.
Well, I said I didn't go thanks, but I went like thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. But it happened so much every time I put the sando on, he'd appear, and I'm like, what the freak is going on? So from one of our community members, shout outs to Husky Boy. He's just like, hey, like you should make merch, and 5 minutes later, I made merch, and you can find it on my website. If you go to Kuipal Games and you go to the about page, I have what's called a sexy sando,
Oh.
or what I like to call my wife meter, because when you put it on, you will meet your wife.
Can I exit this?
No,
Can I
no,
leave
you're
now?
stuck. You're stuck for a little bit. Like,
Dang.
but I'm actually getting it in the mail. I already ordered my own so I can wear it on stream. And yeah, I have my wife meter. So I'm gonna have my wife meter on every time I stream
You should
now.
you should have that as an like those
What happened?
when you're when you're a what's that called? When you get subscribers, you can like put emojis. That should be one of them.
Oh yeah, I can make a wife meter emoji. I'm totally gonna make it an emoji. Oh man. Oh man, I'm totally gonna
Oh,
do it.
I'm
I'm
so
totally gonna do it.
sorry.
Oh
Oh.
man, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Shut it. Kingpin's like, shut it down. Shut it all down. Oh man. Oh, but once again, everyone, just shout outs for everyone. Stop encouraging his bad ideas. But that's my brand. My brand is all bad ideas.
I made the idea.
Oh shit,
So.
yeah. It's all good. Much love to the entire community, and once again, if you are watching, we will answer your questions live as well too. But let's get to the questions that I've compiled. Well, Pawnly compiled. I'm not gonna read them all because some of them are just way too weird and awkward. I'll give you one that's just like I don't think we should answer, but like, do I make you laugh even when you are unhappy? That's no. I'm not gonna ask. We're not gonna answer that one. But that's a weird question. um. That's do I make you laugh even that no that's creeper crush. Like if you have that creeper crush, you're like, do I make you laugh? No, you don't even make me laugh
I
now.
feel like that's something that you ask when you're already with the person. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
it's not a
weird.
crush
That's
question.
weird
It's a
question.
relationship question. But okay, let's go to this one that's not as awkward. The first question that I saw that I was like, okay, this might be kind of poignant is, what makes you smile the widest even on sad days? I guess we're starting with you because it looks like you're really thinking about it right now.
I don't know. It's something I have to think about.
Well, what does make you smile? What like if you're having a bad day, and I think I've talked about this.
Ramen.
Ramen? I mean, yes, ramen. Well, ramen makes me feel better. That's for sure. And I definitely wanted to say
But it doesn't-
ramen. I don't know. Well, I'm thinking about it as well too. But ramen is definitely, it's a top 10 for me. Also boba.
They're saying we shouldn't have gotten the list from Faye.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna get. We're not getting the list from Faye.
It ruins the magic.
It ruins,
Faye's
yeah,
part
it
of
ruins
it.
the
So,
spontaneity.
like she's the heart in it. So we're kind of.
Or
you know.
Sharissa filters the questions. No, it's not. I know what you're trying to do, guys. It's not gonna happen.
Oh gosh.
No, but what makes you smile the widest? Like, what makes you smile at all? I'll even widen the question. Who makes you smile? Even if you're sad, who makes you smile? Do you have a go-to person that like, hey, I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna call this person?
I would say Janie or Faye.
Okay.
Normally, when I have talks with them, it's very lighthearted.
Hmm. I feel that.
It's nice.
What about their conversation with them or your friendship with them makes you smile?
I think it's that we can just be our authentic selves without like having to. Because sometimes with people, it's not that we're not being our authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
It's that comfortability hasn't been reached yet. Because of course, you don't know how people are gonna take it if you're truly you, I guess. I don't know. I don't
No,
know if
yeah.
that makes sense.
No,
but,
it does. Like you can't be like you're your authentic self. You're just not at 100% your authentic self. Like because you don't know yet. Yeah.
Exactly.
But then
Yeah,
there
and
are some
also,
people you
like,
can be 100.
You
Yeah.
don't want to make them uncomfortable too, but like with them, I'm able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice. I guess like things that make me smile that aren't people. I would say a nice shower.
Okay.
That's like go to.
That's an image you want to give to the stream. Anyway, sorry. You're kidding.
Wait, what?
I'm kidding. I could. I like bad. Well, not bads. Like what you call it? Like jacuzzi. But not all the time though. Actually, sometimes jacuzzi just feels like, oh, so I'm the sinigang now, like because you're just being
Oh
boiled.
gosh.
Sometimes. No, but I kind of get it. Like there's a solitude in doing stuff like that. Like I think for me like I don't know, just like solitude for me. It doesn't have to be shower necessarily, but yeah, that's something that I look for when I just want to be alone. For a person who definitely bodes extroversion, there's something about being alone and quiet that I love and enjoy and I need more of. Because it's a battery that drains for me. Like my extroversion like really drains when I'm around certain people, and it's that it doesn't mean that I don't like being around them. It's that my body can't be or can't do it all like 24/7. Like I have to go back. I have to recharge. There's times even during the day where just like I just need to be alone. I need no one to talk to me. Um, like the mornings especially for me, the morning is just like I just need to be alone. I just like no one talk to me. Let me just get my breakfast. Let me just like talk to me after one, and I'm gonna be the most
Dang,
extroverted
after
person.
one, that's like
Well,
most of the day already.
like during like COVID, like that's it. Like for me, I guess like on a regular day, like sans COVID, like when I actually had work, I was like talk to me when I'm at work. Like talk to me around 10 o'clock because like that's when I'm at work, 10 to 7, blah blah blah. I'm on. I'll even be on all the way until like maybe 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. But in the morning when I wake up, freaking yeah, like I'm just saying that's it. What's the let's go, Kingpin? What are we letting go of? I would be blowing up your guys' phone, guys. Let's go. Let's
Maybe
do
the
this.
time.
Um, yeah, which
Sure.
one? But like that to me, and I agree with you. Like the shower's cool. I'm not a shower person. I think it's just I don't know. It depends on
Really?
like I'm not. I mean like I don't mind showers. I do shower. I showered today, guys. I'm just like, but I'm just like, I'm not like, it's not a relaxing thing for me to shower. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe like a jacuzzi or something like that. Um, um, oh, I think they meant getting the list from Faye. Like they were gonna blow up her phone. Stop giving yourself a hole. Um, no, but like, yeah, that's a way that that's a way that I see it. So I kind of agree with you in that. But also friends as well too. So I like what you said about that. Husky boy, just to be clear, I do take showers. Yes, just to be clear. Um, but that was that question. I think I answered it as well too, a little bit. Ramen. Good friends, definitely. I have my friend too, where it's just like, hey, like, let's get ramen. You know who he is. And then I'll go to him. I'm thinking if there's anyone else. My ate, if I'm like really feeling bad or lonely, depressed, on special days, I'll call my ate in the East Coast. Shout outs to Swa. I haven't called her in a while because I've been feeling really good, but on those super lonely days, I just call her and was like, hey,
You should call her
um,
when you're excited.
I should.
Change it up.
I do. I should call her when I'm excited. I haven't called her in like a year. She's just been grinding over there in the East Coast, so like
Really.
and I've been grinding over here, so it's okay. It's okay. Like, but yeah, you have a good point. I should just call her up and say, "Swa, ate, I miss you. I hope you're doing well, especially during the COVID stuff." You're right. You're right. I'm gonna do that this week. I'm gonna do that. I'm just like, Ate, I'm actually just calling you because a friend of mine challenged me to call you on good days, and I am having like a really great time, and I miss you because she used to live over here. All right,
How sweet.
let's do another one. I like that. That's a good challenge. Someone keep me posted to that. Um, let me see. Oh, this is a good one. So this question is: tell me one memory you cherish from childhood. I know childhood was like what, like 2 days ago. I'm just kidding. That should be a compliment. Like I'm trying to say you're young.
Or childish. I'm just kidding.
Childish.
Let's
Oh.
see. One good memory I have is when I was younger, I would normally walk home from school,
Mm-hmm.
and me and my uncle. It's funny that I have to call him uncle when people don't know him because it's, I guess, formality. But we're a month apart,
You're
and
talking
I'm
about B?
older, so yeah. So like So basically, I have an uncle who's I'm older than, and we're the same age. But we would always walk to Foster Freeze, or like not every day, but
Oh,
like after we're done with middle school, we used to live in LA, so we'd walk and get Foster Freeze and then go home.
okay.
Or in elementary school, we would also go to this place called Vincent's Market, and they have like these bomb sandwiches, and they're still open to this day. So I think
Was this when
I
you were
could
in
be wrong.
Glendale?
No.
Okay.
What's the actual place? It's not Glendale. It's
Atwater?
yeah, I
Don't
guess
worry.
Atwater. I was
Atwater
thinking of
Village.
another term, but Atwater, yeah.
Okay. Frogtown?
Yeah, basically.
Frogtown. Okay, cool. Cool. My childhood memory. I see you, Kingpin. Like, I think we might do that. We might do that. Before I answer, I think so. I think Kingpin and Husky want us to call Faye for a question. So we're gonna call her to give us a question. You done to do it at the
I
end of
think
the podcast?
I think they were talking about SWA.
I'll call her now. Oh, call
They were
Swa
talking about
now. I
they were
will.
talking
I
about
can. Oh, yeah,
Faye.
okay. End the podcast. I will call her. I will call her at the end of the podcast. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I will call her at the end of the podcast. At the end of the podcast. But yes, I will call her. Oh, I'm gonna cry on stream though. That's it, right?
Hey, it's
Um.
authenticity.
Okay. 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 I'll call her at the end of the podcast. I will. I will. You know, it's a working podcast, and sometimes you got to work it in the podcast. Keep it real.
Pardon
Thank
our
you. Thank you, Kingpin.
awkwardness.
No, I will. I'm gonna call her. I actually might cry. Um. But
It's all for content.
it's all for content. I will call her. I will call her and just like Ate. I just wanted to let you know that. Yeah, okay, I'm already crying thinking about what I'm gonna say to my Ate. I haven't talked to her in a year. Ah, freak. Okay, 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 okay,
Man, it's been a
okay.
year.
In a year. It's been a year. It's been a
Hear
year.
that sentence.
I'm
Jesus.
crying already thinking about it. Okay. But my challenge then is if I call someone I haven't called in a year to say that I just miss them and I miss seeing them and I still love I still love them and stuff like that and I'm tearing up already. I challenge all y'all. You got to find someone that you haven't talked to in a minute and just say, hey, nothing's wrong, nothing's going on. I just wanted to call you to say, hey, still miss you, still love you. Hope you're doing well during COVID and whatever. Like I challenge you guys to do it as well too. I can't see you guys do it. It's just a challenge, an open challenge. Find someone and call them sometime today and say, hey, I called them and I just said that I miss them and I hope they're doing well. So I'm gonna do it at the during the podcast. So I challenge anyone else is gonna do it. I will do it at the end of the podcast. Let me get to the question. Childhood memory. I usually will say when someone asks me childhood memory is the time that my family brought me and my sisters like took us out of school for one day just to go to Disneyland. So that's usually my childhood memory.
Yeah.
I like the story, but there's another one it's simpler, but it's something that like I go back to and I like especially taking care of my nephews recently kind of reminded me of my Lolo. And it's a very simple thing. It's basically the way that he'd say goodbye. So every time my Lolo would see us off, like we'll be at a family party, and it's not just my family, but I think all of like all of his apo, like his grandchildren, when they were driving away, what he would do is he would be on the driveway or on the sidewalk, and when he'd say goodbye, he'd wave with both hands. Like he wouldn't wave just like this;
Oh.
he'd wave with both. And we knew this was the
Oh, that's
Lolo wave.
cute.
Yeah, it was the Lolo wave. Like he'd wave like this saying goodbye to us. And like one instance in particular is the one I really remember is he was at my cousin's house, Husky, my cousin, Husky and Mafricola's house. So he was at their house, and we were going from a family party, and we were just leaving. And I remember him being in the bottom of their driveway, which is hard because their driveway is a hill, like it's like it's like 2 stories high, and it's just
It's a
like
battle.
yeah, it's a battle to even get up there. But he went down, and he was just waving at us as we were driving home from our Oldsmobile Cutlass Brougham. It was like a Cutlass Supreme if you ever seen those old 80s cars, those old Oldsmobile cars, and you're just like, yeah, me and my like, and we're all waving to Lolo, and then he's just waving with both hands, bye. So now like
Oh.
I just call it the Lolo wave now. So whenever I see my nephews leaving, like if they're gonna go like see like like the other family's house, or they're just gonna go and I see my sisters and my brother-in-law's leaving, I'll wave Lolo wave. and that's my wave.
Oh
Here's another one. Another question right here. What part of the world would you love to travel to?
a lot.
Oh, actually, let me add the question after. So, what part of the world would not only travel to, but if you were to start over in another part of the world, where would it be?
Oh shoot.
That's a deeper question.
Start over.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Like this is actually coming of course like kind of in lieu of like what a lot of Filipino families had to go through first generation is they left the Philippines to start over in America.
Yeah.
And they just stayed here.
Sure.
Like my parents are U.S. citizens, so they even they didn't denounce their citizenship. They just changed their citizenship to the U.S. Um, but it was something that actually even came up for me because I am planning to travel to teach English in Japan. But the thought had occurred to me, and my family has asked me. I was like, "Would you be would you be willing to stay if it worked out?" And I was like, "I don't know." Have you ever thought about that, like moving to another country for long term, not even full time, but long term?
I've definitely thought about it for sure. Um, I I guess I don't know where I would go out of state, but in state I've thought of Seattle, like Washington.
You mean in country?
Um,
Seattle's in a different state. Sorry.
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
out
yeah.
of
I'm just
country.
being
Yeah,
stickler,
my
but
bad.
yeah.
Sorry, my friends like texting me and it got me distracted.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, in country it'd be Washington. Um, I have a relative that lives there now, and I was
Mm.
able to visit them a couple years ago, and I really like the atmosphere and the even though the weather is a little more drastic over there, it's
Yeah.
cool. I like the cold, so
I thought about that as well too. Like Seattle is definitely a place. I have some family up there, and maybe a friend or two. Also, our church has a satellite location in Washington. I think Seattle.
I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be a semi easier move, but at the same time, like still really hard because it's like there's not as many connections. You'd have to make new ones. The great thing about how technology works right now is we all. I mean, even right now, we stay connected digitally anyway. Which to me, like at least in my head, like makes the idea of moving long term to somewhere else makes it a lot easier. But then like a place like overseas, not in this country, um, like who knows? But yeah, I thought about Japan personally. If the whole teaching worked out, or if I can parlay it with like part-time teaching, part-time photography, part-time streaming. Once I, like if this
You're pretty
affiliate,
much doing all of it now.
yeah, I'm pretty much doing it all. Like I'm part-time. Like I've done that all. I've done pretty much all that already, except for the English, like teach English part. But if I could do it in another country, why not? Why wouldn't I? But it's something that I've definitely thought about, and it's also I think it's the challenge also when you think about that and what our parents went through, at least mine, coming to another country and just staying here. Like basically like yeah, everything that we knew, we just moved and just we that's it, and this is what we know now. It makes me kind of challenge myself. They did it in their 20s. Why couldn't I do it in my not 20s? Um, little after 20s. But yeah, like yeah, why not? Why wouldn't I move? In terms of country. So, I mean, I kind of agree with you in Seattle. I thought about New York, but a lot of people have said it's too busy over there. So I might have to do like an offshoot of New York. So I'll just agree with you with Seattle because I like the cold too. I like the rain. Um, but country.
Out
What
of
country?
country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that I want to go to, but I'm not sure if I would want to live there. Would I guess the extra layer to this question, do we already know the language or do we not?
Let's say no. Let's say
No?
it's a let's say let's say people will speak English in that country, but predominantly English is not the first language. Could be in Europe. A lot of people speak English in Europe, but that's not the predominant language.
I don't know. Maybe South Korea. I don't know. I for some reason that's like the first thing that popped up in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. South Korea, yeah, I kind of dig that too. Like South Korea is my second choice with Canada. I mean Canada. I just read Husky's Japan. He said Canada. My bad. If I had to do it over, I'm going to Canada. That's a good answer actually. Shoot, I have a friend that full time. He was gonna go to school over here and everything. He ended up like when he was gonna go to college, he's like, I'm just gonna go to Canada instead. I think he does welding, and he just doubled down on that, and now he's doing really good in Canada, Toronto. So yeah, I've heard a lot of people really like it over there. It's
Never
the
been to Canada.
I have never really been either, to be honest with you. We should go to Canada. Let's visit my
Yeah.
friend. He's doing really
Ooh.
great over there. His name is Jimson. Shout outs to Jimson. Friend of the stream. But yeah, like we should go. Um, a lot of parts of Canada. It's like very spread out. That's what I heard as well too. Like like in terms of properties and stuff like that as well. Even like even his area, my friend's area, they said that they didn't need to do a stay-at-home order because their properties were already too spread out. So
Wow,
they were
that's
fine.
crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, just do a stay-at-home order. I was like, nope. I'm like, cool. That's good for you. Okay. So, uh, all right. I like this one. If you had to choose, I'm gonna do the movie one first. If you had to choose a movie you had to watch forever, what would it be?
It's hard because I like a lot of
That's
movies.
true.
Hi, Lucky
Oh, hey,
Sparrow.
shout out to Lucky Sparrow.
One of our
Mel-
good friends.
and it's Melizia. People say they pick their nose, but I feel like I was just born with mine. What the heck? Wait, chat delay is so short. Yeah, the chat delay is very short. What's up, guys? I like the joke. And this is actually a really good time before we answer the question. That you guys, it's an AMA. Ask us anything during the stream. Also, you're welcome
She's
to.
asking, how do we host? See, that's what I was trying to do on mine,
How do I
but
host you?
I don't know how
Oh,
to do that.
so you have to go into your settings. So you have to go
Okay.
into your settings. And you have to scroll all the way down, and then you have to go like host settings on the bottom, and then you can host from there. Also, you have to go to your stream manager. So go into your. I don't know where to find stream manager because Twitch is so scrambled. But once you find stream manager, you can raid channel, and then you can use that to host. You can do one or the other.
Settings.
Who's Melizia? And shout outs to
I'm
both of
so
you guys. Melissa, if you're not following
lost.
Lucky Spirit, oh, I know you're following. But if you're not following, click that follow button in the corner because
Oh, stream manager.
yeah. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. I used to host people. Oh, that's dope. I'm glad to hear it. And we're glad to have you guys hosting. But let's go back to the question real quick. And again, you guys on stream and in chat, you're more than welcome to answer the question as well too. Want to know your answers for the movie if you had to watch for it. Let's just say for the rest of your life. Forever is really long. Like I don't want to be watching it in heaven, like, but just until the rest of your life. Yeah, rest of your life.
Ah, that's hard.
Who is that?
I guess the movie. I don't know if this is my sure answer, but the movie that
Mhm.
comes to mind is La La Land.
La la. That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Oh, I still have the La La Land thing on my wall. Like if you look, I still have the La La. When we
Aw.
went, that was such a like. I'm sorry. Like okay, so yes, I love your answer. And it kind of reminds me of that one time where like we went to the whole La La Land live in concert at the Hollywood Bowl. That was so
That was pretty. That was pretty sick.
that was and I don't say this lightly. That was a very magical day.
It was.
It was so like
cool.
we
And
spent
then, like, the
yeah.
fireworks.
And the fireworks, we spent half the day like it was after church, right? Because we spent a little bit of the day in Hollywood, so we're walking down Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, yeah.
And
it
then we
was a
took
Sunday.
Then we took the bus and we went up and we were all dressed up. And I had like a bow tie on and stuff. And I was like, this is so cool. And everyone else over there was dressed up too. There's some old people with some like real nice looking guards, man. And then like we just saw the whole thing. It just felt so Hollywood. It just that was a good day. That was a really good day. And I'm glad I went with you because you were also appreciating it. So I was just like, I'm really glad that you were there to go with. I'm glad I took you to that. You know what reminded me of it too? Disney Plus had like this whole like Coco live in concert, and it was the same thing in the Hollywood Bowl, and
Oh,
it just reminded me of when we went.
that's cool.
Melissa with them jokes, man. Money can't buy you happiness. Well, check it out. I bought myself a Happy Meal. Well, Melissa, I don't know why you in this chat. Hey, click on that follow button though. Click on that follow button if you're loving it. I don't mind. You can put up all these memes. I always take life with a grain of salt, plus a slice of lemon and a shot of tequila. I'm like, there you go. Sometimes. Hey, Melissa, thank you for following, Melissa. You get that shout out so much. Thanks so much. McDonald's sure sounds good right now. I actually did have McDonald's. I had a Big Mac. I had a big. You know they're serving slushies right now, like the ices that you can get.
What?
Yeah, they're serving them right now. I got one.
They're trying to diversify too much.
Man,
They need to
dude.
just stay in their lane.
Kingpin, Kingpin's calling us boy out. No, don't do it. We have burgers at the studio today. It was awesome. Melissa, do I know you? Like, which studio are you talking about? As I look for our next question. Oh no, we didn't even answer this one yet. What movie? You said La La Land. I say Rush Hour. I was with a bunch of friends online. We're slowly making up this new group called Knights of the Round. Shout outs to Adamantium, shout outs to 1111 Clutch, shout outs to Reslim, shout outs to Pow Apollo and Sarazale. Apparently we're like this whole group called Knights of the Round now. It's just a bunch of streamers that kind of like dope games, but like take things like both serious and casual, but serious, but also casual. So we just love games. Oh, nice. Lucky Sparrow, you're hosting me. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. And anyone else who's watching on Lucky Sparrow's channel as she's hosting, definitely, hey, road to affiliate. Click on that button if you're liking this podcast as well too. Click on it so you can get notifications about this podcast every Saturday. But
I was
something.
trying to do that too, but it wouldn't let me.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll just do it afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. We can go through the whole like. I'll help you out with it as well too. Something about Rush Hour. That just like it's so quotable. Do you understand the words that come out my mouth? And it's like, and we were just starting to quote it. It's like, hey, Gentile, I got something for you. I got something you want. I'm like, what the freaking...
Oh
Blow
my
everybody out.
God.
Blow everybody out. Pressing, yeah, pressing on money. I was like, wipe yourself off. You're bleeding. And then like Christopher's like, wipe yourself off, man. You dead. It's just dumb. It's dumb quotes, but like I quote. Melissa, do I know you? Me? No, me, Melissa. Freaking. It's all good. But that's the I could watch the Rush Hour series, but the first one's like the most. It's the most iconic, but the first one.
I think I need to rewatch it.
Okay. I don't think it's aged well, but I still like the comedy. Like that movie was so funny that like on certain days the outtakes are more memorable than the movie. Like I remember
Oh,
Rush
yeah, the
Rush Hour
outtakes
2
are
is
pretty good.
the first outtake when they're kicking the door open, like because like Chris Tucker kept calling Lee, like the cop kept calling him Jackie Chan. So oh, Melissa works for Turner Broadcasting. Oh, what's up, Melissa? How you doing? Yeah. Thanks for being on the
Hello.
stream. Thanks for being on the stream. I'm loving your quotes. Hey, keep them coming. If you want to put them on, keep them coming. I'll keep reading them. But yeah, it's just it's like he would keep calling him Jackie. So he's like, Jackie, kick it. It's like, okay, Chris Tucker, because he's just like, don't call me Jackie. Like while we're shooting. My name is Lee while we're shooting. And he's like, Jackie, kick it. I was like, Jackie again? And he just kicks the door like the line is still right. Because he keeps going with the entire scene, but he's just like, you called me Jackie again. But he kicks the door anyway. Like,
Yeah.
and then like, the iconic one when he's just like, they're doing like the last scene of the movie when they're about to board another plane. And Chris Tucker's real phone like goes off. So it's like he gets his phone, and then Jackie's like, "Oh, like you professional? You pick up your phone?" And it's his dad. So he calls his dad. It's like, "Hey, what you want, man?" It's like, "No, you can't speak to Jackie Chan. No, you can't." And he just gives it to Jackie. He's like, it's like what you feel we filming. It's like you sorry you waste our film, and then he just hangs up on him. And then Jack's like, oh, and Chris Tucker's like, call me back at 7 o'clock. And he just hangs up, and then they just redo the scene. It's funny. I freaking love it.
Lucky Sparrow has a question for us.
Yeah. Okay, let's do hers. How far does that suspension arm go? Cause the edge of my table to my face is like 24 inches. Is that suspension arm long enough? Like, that's not a question for me. That's a question for Amazon. Like, I don't know. It's like maybe 3 feet. Freaking A. It's debating if I should buy it. Freaking, this is not a technical podcast. She's like, I'm not Alexa. Like, she's freaking asking me, Alexa, can- Alexa, should I buy that? I'm freaking A. So anyway, shout outs to you guys. Anyway, see, any question you ask, we're gonna answer it. It's about 3 feet. Like, well, 2.5 feet. That's how much it goes. Man, I miss streaming. It's fun laughing with you guys. It's fun being with you guys. I mean, hey, like, let's talk. Lucky Sparrow, maybe we can have you on one of our podcasts. I mean, wouldn't that be
I'd love
nice?
that.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah.
She's my best friend, guys.
Hey, there we go. So shout outs to Lucky Sparrow. Are you crying yet, Lucky Sparrow? Okay, so let's go for a couple more questions, and I will do that epic call. I haven't forgotten. Okay. How about this one? What was your first impression of me when we met?
I remember you being really energetic.
Ah. Where was it that we met?
I honestly don't remember the first moment.
Okay. No, that's fair with me because like
But
I'm trying to remember it.
Yeah, I just remember the energy.
Okay.
I feel like maybe it was at a Bible study. Maybe.
I feel like that too. So my first real memory of you was when you I think you gave me like that
Oh.
picture.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then my first memory in that was like, "What the freak was this girl giving me this picture for?" This is a weird memory that I remember. Like, that really was my first impression because like I've had that before. We're just like, it's it's just questioning like why would like certain sentiments like hit me weird because I'm always on guard. Okay, full disclosure. There's basically like when you're always on like like when you're meeting people, especially when you're meeting single people. I'm just gonna be like real honest. Single people, when you're on that relationship grind, like whenever you meet a single person, you're always just like, what is their like? What's their end game? And I didn't know you well
I wasn't
enough.
single then, though.
I didn't like. I know that you weren't single, but you're just like some random girl that's giving me like a sentimental thing, and I'm like, what the frick is this? Like I have another memory that's very similar with a friend of mine, where like my first memory of her, was that we were in like we were in ramen, like we were in a ramen shop at Daikokuya, and then she came in. I don't remember, like I remember knowing her, but I remember like this is the second time me like meeting her, and I'm just eating my ramen. She just like, yeah, go sit down right beside me, and then she sits down, and she proceeds to take a selfie with me, and she's like, oh hey, smile, and I'm like, I smiled, but at the same time in my head I was like, I don't know you. Like, why are you taking a selfie with me? Like, who you gonna share this with? I don't want people to like think that, like like I got really defensive in my head. I was like, I don't want people.
I think it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
People just take selfies for like moments.
Yeah, and I was like, that's cool. But I guess that was in my head. I was just like, why are you taking a selfie with me? What's your game here? And I think when you gave me the thing, I was like, wow, this is really sentimental. And then I think I'm like, why would you do this? Like I always think sentimentality to me like makes me go on guard because it's like, why do you want to be sentimental? What's going on here? Like, yeah, I guess that's just me.
I guess to backtrack the story for people,
Sure.
It was his birthday, and I think it was the year that everyone was throwing a surprise party for you. I don't know. I could be wrong, but KP's really like, he's very looked up to in our youth group, and I was like, what should I give him? So then I
Okay.
thought of this picture that we first took together, and I was like, maybe I'll like this. So it's like this quad picture, like with multiple like facial reactions. I think we took it at youth camp or something.
It might have been that. I
where.
think it might have been at youth camp or something like that. Something to that effect.
But I remember you wearing like a fedora or something.
Oh, it was.
But yeah.
That was my
and
Dapper
then,
days. Like I had a certain Dapper season of Dapper where I just looked super. Like I had like cardigans and I had like the whole like yeah.
So I think I went to Walmart and like purchased those like, actual pictures, and I put it in like a frame, so they were like 4 in 1. So I'm not like spending money on like 4 different like
That's
things,
good.
but just one thing. And yeah, that's the context.
Okay, I got one more question. KP, Dapper, Sando. Oh man, I've had different. I've had season. Well, here's the thing with me as well too. Like as I kept losing weight, I just started discovering I looked better in certain styles. So there was a certain time when like around I think when I was like 280 pounds, where I was like, okay, Dapper looks good on me. But now I'm at a certain season where I think it's now I think I'm actually transitioning from the season, but there's a certain season in my life recently where hype beast looked good on me, so I kind of went the somewhat hype beast a little bit, just a little bit with the sweatpants. It's like I can rock these now, kind of. But now I feel like I am starting to transition into something else, but I haven't found my style yet. But yeah, the whole Sando thing, maybe, I don't know. Like my cousin actually said I had traps. I'm like, do I have traps? I don't know. I haven't seen myself. Like you don't look like I don't look at like I look at myself, but I don't look at myself. You know what I'm talking about? Especially
Yeah,
like when
so-
someone be going in my chat and saying like, "Hey, sexy dad," I'm like, okay, I don't see myself that way, but okay, cool. Like I don't see it, but if you see it, that's great. Okay. Here's one more question. And let me see. So the question is, can you buy me dinner sometime when you are free? Which is, I don't like the way that's phrased. I'm gonna change it with, if you were to buy me dinner, where would you take me? And then vice versa, like.
Oh, easy.
No. Don't think about my predilections. Think about you're gonna treat me to something special, and it doesn't have to be the thing that I like. It could still. But at the same time.
I feel like
like-
it has to be something that you like. If I'm treating you, like
Okay.
it doesn't make sense for it to not be. I don't know. That's just me.
Okay.
Lucky Sparrow says easy.
I guess in that regard, which one would you take me to? Because I already know you're gonna say ramen.
Daikokuya.
Daikokuya. That's where you take me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we're good friends. Because you know I'd like it. Because you'd also know that I'd like being around like little Tokyo and maybe taking pictures. Like we would make a day out of it. I want that. We should go. We should go. I want to go right. Would you be down to go right now? Honestly? No, you should.
I can't leave my house.
Ah.
I'm still in quarantine.
Fudge! Fudge! No, we won't leave the car. Like I'll pick it up. We'll do it like a pick it up. We'll drive around little Tokyo and I'll just drop you straight home with your Daiko. I'm trying to make this
Oh
work.
my God.
I'm trying to make this work. We'll never leave the car. Like I'll just park right there and pick it up. Mail order. Oh man. Okay, fine. If I were gonna take you
I don't know. Maybe my mom would say yes. I don't know.
it's like I'm just gonna say we're never gonna leave. Or Ramen Naruto. It's closer.
I don't. Well, that place is okay. Like, if I were to go out, we might as well make a bang instead of like.
Let's go
settle
there.
for, like,
Let's go. We can go to Daiko. We'll call him. I'll call him up and we're like, hey, can we make an order on? And we won't leave the car. We won't walk around. We won't see people. We'll just stay in the car and we'll eat. We'll be in little Tokyo though. I'm totally down to go right now.
Let me ask my parents.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
See what they say. If we go, we should visit Lucky Sparrow.
Lucky Sparrow.
She lives in that area.
I know,
We
but
need to visit her.
Lucky
Like, it doesn't
Sparrow.
make
I know
sense.
you're listening to the chat. no peer pressure. But Lucky Sparrow, I know your situation as well too.
But we could just see her from outside her house.
No
We
one's
don't
gonna
need,
see you, and we're not gonna film it. I'm not gonna go live again just so Kingpin can like. Oh, it's okay.
Wow, I'm sorry, Kingpin.
No, that's not on Kingpin. I'm just saying, we're not gonna go live. No one's gonna see you except us two.
Ooh, she said it'd be cool.
It would be cool. Well, Kingpin, I would love to pick you up too, if you were close enough. I would actually. If you just like.
I feel like
Yeah.
there would be a slight yes with my parents
Mm.
because you're not working.
I'm not
because
working at all.
I asked because I asked the same question
Mhm.
with Jelly because we were gonna do praise and worship together.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, no, because she's working.
Yeah. Okay, I am totally
so I
like.
feel like, I'll ask. We'll see. I haven't eaten lunch yet, so.
Have a late lunch. We can get an early dinner. Yeah. Down. If you're down. If you're down.
After this, I'll ask.
If you're
I'll
down.
ask.
Okay. Okay. So what I would take you, I feel like it's kind of a misnomer. Well, at least for me, I feel like the best and safest bet, where I know that you probably like it too, is Korean barbecue. Yep, and it's the one over there on Colima. What is it? Red Castle.
Well, that one, any's fine.
Any's fine, but I feel like Red Castle.
Well, I feel like it has to have steamed egg though and tofu soup. Because if it doesn't, then like.
Red Castle, right? Oh, that's a dope collection of freaking.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
That could be
dope.
for another
That could be
stream.
for another stream. However, I am also under strict watch. See, the one barbecue place you went to, Daniel. Daiko. I mean, and you already named him. Like, there's no reason for you to change the name now. Because this is one place we went with Daniel. I mean, NAK Hip Hop. I'm like, why are you renaming him now? Even though it doesn't stream, he only streams when he wants to, and he gets more watchers than me when he streams, and he only does it when he feels like it.
Well,
Dang
he
him.
is a musician.
He is popular.
He does have
Yeah, he has his own
followers.
following already, so I get it. I totally get it. I'm not jealous at all.
Do I sense jealousy?
No, not jealousy. Not jealousy. What's another? No, it's pure unadulterated hatred. I was kidding. No. He's my friend. He's my friend. I'm
And
kidding.
That's the tea. That's the tea.
I'm
That's the
kidding.
tea.
That's the tea. Oh, was it You Girl? What the freak is You Girl? What You Girl? No, it's.
Maybe that. Oh, You Girl's good.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one in Rancho?
Oh, that's far. But yeah,
That one's really good.
I would take you to Red Castle. But yeah, but You Girl.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's the one that I went with Sammy. Oh, that place is bomb.
Oh.
It's cheap. It has good selection. Yeah. But it's far.
I'll take you there then. If we ever get out of this stuff and we can go to places like that, I would take you there. Cool. All right. So, I think that's our last question for this stream. We're gonna be opening it up to the chat. If chat has any questions that they want to share on stream, we will answer it on stream live. And I'm also looking up my Ata's number. Oh man, I'm a little nervous actually. So are you?
So for the people who weren't here earlier, he is calling his ate who lives in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Because we challenged him
Mm-hmm.
to call her on his good days, not just his bad days. So
Yep.
we'll wait and see.
You guys
Wait and
absolutely
see.
did.
Cheesecake
Cheesecake Factory. I went there on my birthday, and Sharissa was there, and all my great friends were there.
I like that place for special occasions because not a lot of people go there.
Yeah. The miso salmon at Cheesecake Factory. I'm a chicken bang bang. That's mine. That's my go-to.
That's what you got actually.
That is what I got. No, I didn't. Remember when I went on my birthday?
wait.
You paid for it.
You changed?
Yeah,
You
I got a
changed
filet
it. You
mignon
said you
because.
got-
Yeah, I got a filet.
No. Oh, no. I'm talking about the time that
Oh.
it was just you and me.
Oh, yeah. When it's just you and me, I get
At
the chicken
Glen-
bang bang.
I think it was at Glendale. I don't know, Americana.
The Glendale, yeah, the Americana one. What a baller. But yeah, he fans. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I get
I
that.
know that was my
No,
birthday gift.
that was her birthday gift. So I got the filet mignon on my birthday because that was Sharissa's birthday gift to me. And I
I've never
had.
had filet mignon.
I'm sorry.
Was it good?
I'm sorry you had to gift it to me.
No, it's
It was
fine. It doesn't matter.
it was really good. And I really appreciated it. I think that was a good day because like we went to LACMA. We didn't want to pay for tickets, so we ended up going to like the children's museum portion and ended up painting. That was fun. That was really fun. I was glad to do something interactive.
I'm
So
surprised he painted.
yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'll paint. Yeah. And then we just went there and then we met up with everyone else and then we rode scooters because this is when I was able to unlock my scooters with Bird. So we rode like the whole rent a scooters
Not
from
sponsored.
heck and not sponsored. Like they're almost out of business. But like basically we rode it through a neighborhood, got Karened by someone in the neighborhood who wanted to see our manager for being on the street. You're not supposed to be on the street, you're supposed to be on the sidewalk. I'm like, I work for the company. You're supposed to be on the street. I was like, it literally says on the scooter, do not ride on the sidewalk. So it's like, we're supposed to be on the street. It's like, you're the one in our
Filipino
way.
Karen.
Yeah, there was a Filipino Karen. I'm just like, forget that lady, whatever. And then we just went. Then we had Cheesecake Factory. And then after that, we had boba and it was like a boba hookah lounge kind of thing. And we just chilled there for the rest of the night. And that was cool. That was good. All my, she was a Filipino Karen. Yes, yes. But that was a really great night. Anyone else have questions on the stream? Now's the time to ask it. We have a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna call my ate and probably cry on stream. But it was a good point
Hey.
because the point was that a lot of times you call people when like it's like who do you call when you're depressed or who do you call when you need like a pick me up? And I was just like I call her. That's the person I call. I call my ate. And someone challenged like you should just call her. I think no, Sharissa said you should call her when you're not depressed, when you're doing great. And I was like, I should. And I should just tell
For
her that
me,
I love her and I
call,
miss
I
her.
call Lucky Sparrow when I'm in that funk.
Mmm. There you go. I'm using the glass Trey gave me. Oh, at that place, that boba spot. Yeah, that's a dope spot. And she's using the glass right now. Nice. All right, I'm gonna save it one more minute. Anyone has questions on stream? Feel free to leave them on stream. We'll answer them right now. And I am getting my stuff on my phone. This is gonna be both awkward and also heartwarming.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
At Daikokuya, can you just order soup?
Like just the soup and not the what is it called? The broth? Just the broth?
Yeah, because I'm on keto. I can't have ramen.
Oh, that's right. That's
But I can have soup. It's fine.
true. You can add the noodles on the side, and I'll tell you what. Add the noodles on the side, and I'll have noodles because I usually order extra noodles anyway.
Oh, okay, that works.
That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, that could work. All right, I'm not seeing any questions, and I've been delaying this moment for the longest time. I'm calling my ate.
It's because he's hesitating.
Yeah, it's just like, you just haven't talked in a year and just out of nowhere you just call. But okay. Okay, I'm calling. I'm calling her right now, guys. I'm calling her right now. And I'm putting it on speaker.
Because the question is, are they really a good friend if you haven't called them in a year?
That's true.
That's
I'm doing it, guys. Here we go.
the suspense,
I
the
know.
anticipation,
I also, oh no, I'm getting the contact may not be near
the
their phone.
voicemail.
The voicemail. Might just be voicemail, but I'm still gonna say it.
Hi, this is 415-505-0950. Please leave a message and I'll return your call.
Oh, it's a voicemail.
Thank you.
Nice.
At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may
There we
hang
go.
up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Ate, it's Paul. I just wanted to call. I was challenged by some friends that I should reach out to people that I haven't talked to in a while, and that I miss. And I do miss you. I know you're in the East Coast. I don't know how COVID's treating you, but do miss you. Do miss seeing you over here, and definitely love talking with you. And that's basically it. My life's doing well. And I hope you're doing well as well too. I just wanted to give you a call. Not waiting for like any kind of depressed moment, but just waiting for moments where I could just say hi to my friends and say hi, and I miss them and I love them. So that's me doing that at the SWA. I do miss you, and I hope you're doing well. Take care. God bless. Bye. There, I did it.
Wow.
Thank you, Kingpin.
Hype in the chat.
I did. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she'll call me back sometime today, and then I'll put it in my Discord like what happened, like just basically like what, yeah. But yeah, I do miss her. Like she was really great out there during my really like depressed like trying to figure out relationships time. She was there for me, so nice. Thank you so much. Okay, next person. But again, I did it to challenge you guys. If you haven't talked to someone in a while and you just want to tell them that you miss them, you love them, do it. I mean, especially during COVID, now's the time to really do it, and now's the time to really show them just how much you care, and maybe that you do want to see them again, and then that's it. Yeah. So I challenge you guys to do it sometime this week, before next podcast. Love to hear what you guys have to say. I'll talk to my brother. Oh. Lucky Sparrow, I'll talk to my brother. He's been
That's
cooped
funny.
up playing WoW in his room for 2 months. Oh my gosh. Can you this is an inside joke, but can you tell your brother something other than, hey, kill that, what was it, a mosquito, fly? What the freak was it? What was it? It was a moth. It was a moth.
Moth.
Like you're catching moths all day in Animal Crossing. You can't kill one moth. I was kidding.
Wait, does he have Animal Crossing?
No, she has Animal Crossing. She's catching moths all day and she can't kill one in real life.
No, she swerves around them. She goes away from them.
You don't catch them? I
And doesn't
catch them to
interact.
sell them, man. I'm totally like I'm grinding them up
She
for
probably
bells.
avoids them at all costs.
She has like no bug. She like, has no bugs in her museum right now. Oh, do you miss my what you call it? My blathers. It's like, oh no, my
No, no, this is the Animal Crossing stream. No.
I got another one
No.
too. The carpet person. I have a voice for the carpet person now
Oh,
too.
Sahara?
Sahara, I have the
Don't ruin
carpet.
Sahara. Don't ruin Sahara for me. I'm gonna remove my. I'm
No.
gonna remove my
No, because
headphones.
she's like a carpet was. It's like
Okay, you done?
it's like, oh, I sell carpet, yes. Like. This has been a Working Podcast. My name is KP. That was Sharissa. Thank you for watching. Take care. God bless. This is it. Bye.